At first, we communicated with gestures. Movements were our language.
Then came the voice, and certain sounds were given meaning.
Smoke signals carried messages between tribes, and drums echoed warnings through valleys.
Stories were painted on cave walls, symbols were carved in stone, and signs pressed into clay.
Words found form in ink, and were spread on foot and horseback across kingdoms.
Then came the printing press, and words began to multiply. Newspapers shared stories with the world, and ideas spread faster than ever before.
Then came the telephone, which gave voice wings. And for the first time, people heard each other across countries and continents.
The radio lifted voices into the sky, and television gave those voices faces.
Satellites stitched the world together in orbit. And then came the internet, transforming the entire planet into one vast, living conversation.
Soon, messages fit in our pockets. We typed, tapped, streamed, and shared, each generation shrinking the distance between us.
And now, for the first time in history, every language can speak to every other instantly.
A teacher in Cairo speaking Arabic.
A creator in Seoul speaking Korean.
A coach in Sao Paulo speaking Portuguese.
And you, wherever you are, whatever language you speak.
All communicating, collaborating, and learning together.
In real time, in every language, simultaneously.
And that evolution continues every Thursday at the Discovery Summit, hosted by The Great Discovery.
The first global online summit where creators, educators, entrepreneurs, and learners gather from around the world to share ideas and explore what's next.
All translated live through Discovery Vox, The Great Discovery's instant voice translation technology. So join us weekly at the Discovery Summit,
where the conversation that took 10,000 years to arrive is just beginning.
Welcome, everybody, to the Discovery Summit. Thank you all so much for coming today. We have a great list of speakers, and I'm really excited for them all to present today. I'm co-hosting with Bree Campano. Hey, Bree, how are you?
Great, thanks. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very good. So the Discovery Summit highlights a variety of different speakers from all around the world. You're going to hear a lot of different business owners, creators, authors, speakers, coaches, service providers, and this is all possible through the Discovery Summit and the Great Discovery, which we will talk about a little bit later. But we are going to hop to our first speaker today. Her name is Jenny Rice. I'm really excited for Jenny Rice. Thank you so much for being our first speaker today, Jenny. Bree, would you tell us a little bit more about Jenny?
Absolutely. Jenny Rice helps entrepreneurs and solopreneurs simplify their business, create consistent client flow, and build systems that actually support their growth. After decades of designing transformational programs and working with thousands of creators, she's seen that most people don't have a sales problem, they have a sales system problem. That's why she's excited to share with you the Lead to Client Wizard, a simple, non-techie setup that captures leads, nurtures them, and converts them automatically. Please welcome Jenny to the stage.
There we go, off mute. So happy to be here, be the first speaker. Welcome, everybody. This summit is so exciting. Really, really thrilled to be here. So I want to share with you a method, an approach, a way to really nurture your leads, to capture them, to nurture them, all done automatically. So we want to make sure you're saving time in doing this. So let's go on to the next slide here. So the big problem is most people, businesses, they lose clients because there's no consistent process, right? The leads fall through the cracks. I don't know about you, but I've had it where leads were coming in and then I forgot to follow up and I lost them. Really important to make sure they don't fall through the cracks. People ask for your link, but they never book. So what do you do with them? Do you forget about them? Do you follow up with them? Manual follow-up takes too much time. I don't know about you guys, but I've spent a lot of time following up, forgetting things, reminders, and things like that. Automation really makes a difference in doing that. And what happens was people no-show. I had a call yesterday, somebody no-showed. What do you do with the follow-up, right? You want to make sure you have a way to nurture those leads and get them into the client process. So the solution is one simple non-techie system that captures your leads, nurtures relationships, build that trust with them so they get to know you and you get to know them, and books your calls, makes it much easier, all on autopilot automation, sends reminders so people actually show up to the call, which is really important, follows up with them, tracks every step automatically, which again is really important to do that. So what happens is your business becomes predictable and professional, even when you're offline. You know things are working in the background for you. That really makes a difference in helping that. So I'm going to play a little short video here to explain a little bit more. So take a listen here. Hey friends, what if capturing leads, nurturing them, and signing clients could all happen automatically, even while you're busy? Let me show you how the Lead to Client Wizard makes that possible. Most entrepreneurs lose clients because there's no consistent process. People ask for your link, but never book, or they show up late, or disappear after the call. This system fixes all of that. It gives you one simple, non-techie setup that captures leads, nurtures them, books calls, reminds them, and follows up afterward, automatically. So step one is share your lead capture page. Post your link anywhere you already show up. The benefit of that is that one place to send everyone, no messy DMs. Step two, they opt in. Your system instantly adds them to your CRM, tags them, and starts to nurture your sequence. And the benefit of this, there's no manual entry, no misleads. Let's go over step number 3. Automated nurture emails. Warm, valuable emails build trust and guide them to book a call. The benefit of this is that your business moves forward even while you're offline. Step number 4, they book a call. Every email has a book your call button. They choose a time and answer quick questions. The benefit of this is that it's fully automated scheduling, no back and forth. Step number 5 is automated reminders. Your system sends confirmation plus reminder emails. The benefit is fewer no-shows, more productive calls. And step 6, you have the call. You understand their goals, you share your offer, and decide if it's a fit. Then you place them in the right pipeline stage. Step number 7, automatic post-call follow-up. There's 3 paths. 1, they say yes, marked as a new client. 2, they need more time, follow-up emails are on auto-send. Number 3, there are no-show, friendly missed you, reschedule here email. The benefit of this is that you never have to chase people again. The system handles it. All put together, this gives you a predictable flow of leads, higher show up and conversion rates, a professional hands-off process, more clients without more work. It turns your business into a smooth, trust-building machine, even if you don't feel techie. If you're ready to capture, there we go. So that explained a little bit about the offer we have here. So I just want to review it again so you're really clear, is you get your own lead capture page. So you get there where you get your freebie, you get your offer, one single link for everything, right? It replaces messy DMs and things like that. Here's an example of one we just did this week about, she did a free PDF for Calm Ritual so she can capture all her things that go into her, tagged into her full CRM in here. Step 2, they opt in. So now you've got them in their system, right? It tags them. It puts them in your pipeline so you can do a follow-up, sends them a welcome email all automatically. And really what it does is because you're building that trust with them, you build that harmony, you build that ability to build that connection with everybody. And then they get their booking call calendar, right, to book your call, making sure that they get in there, they get those reminders in there. It stops the back and forth messaging back and forth. And then you get the confirmation, right? So they get a reminder saying coming back in 1 hour, 24 hours, and 12 hours before. And then here during your call, you can understand their goals. You can even work with them, share your offer, get people doing that. And then once you've got that, you put them in the pipeline, as the video said. There is a follow-up. New client, if you need to, they send a thank you email into that, and then they go into your fulfillment system. So if they need more time or info, they're not sure, they're waiting, things like that, they get the nurture sequence after that, again, to entice them to come back and then actually work with you. What about the no-shows, right? Wouldn't it be nice to say, sorry, you couldn't do it. Here's a link to reschedule. We really missed you, and other things like that, making it much easier to do that. So let's talk about the benefits of doing this for your business and why this can be really helpful in your business. So really what it gives you here is that you get a predictable flow of qualified leads. You're going to know where your leads are coming in. They're all going to the same place. They're getting the same freebie, the same offer, the same information in order to attract their email. It's a landing page. It's a funnel in there to do that. So you get higher show up and conversion rates because people actually come and book your meeting with you. And because you're building a journey that's in trust, people understand you. They say you're professional. They say you're doing things. We know that you're good. Your offer is great because you got that follow up and things like that. And there's no tech overwhelm. It's one and done. We set it up for you. It's done. It runs on autopilot. You can go into your back office. The system is under Go High Level, which is an amazing, amazing tool to do this. And you get your full CRM in there with it too. And you get more clients without more work. Wouldn't that be a deal, right? So you want to make sure that you get the clients, get the leads into clients and turn them into clients and they come in. So why it works, let's just talk for a second about that. People respond to consistency. They want things to be professional. They want it to look good, right? Automation protects your time. I don't know about you guys, but I hired a VA for a while. I was spending about $100 a week just getting her to follow up on messages. Jenny, have you sent this message, reminders and things like that? It takes time and it costs money to do that. So now you can replace that and then say this, I've got this automation, it's working for me in the background. You get clear steps, keep prospects moving, right? Making sure that they're moving along in the sequence, right? Follow up is handled every time. This is where problems happen. You don't follow up with leads, they drop, they fall through the cracks, and you lose potential opportunities. And you look organized, you look professional, you've got a nice freebie, you've got a nice offer, your emails are in your brand and things like that. People really like that part of it. So here is the offer. In here, you get a full CRM system to manage it all. So you get your lead capture page. You get a nice high converting templates, collects the names, no design skills needed. We set it up for you. Email nurture sequence. We get a plug and play email series that builds trust so that you can say, here's email 1, here's email 2, get them in the system doing like that. Automated book calling, right? It connects with your calendar. Smart call reminders. You get the reminders. You get the 3 post-call follow-ups that we talked about. You get a long-term nurture engine. So you can actually use the system if you want to do other email blasts and things like that, because it's a full CRM system that you get with this. So you can retire your calendar, you can retire your email responder, you can retire your VA call tracking, e-signature, all those systems that you have now, you can retire them and save money by just doing this because you save money every month. So your prospects will feel guided, supported, taken seriously, reminded and cared for. So really you get higher conversions in there because you're doing a better client experience overall. So here is the offer, 99% off. Free custom setup. Also give you a gift card for $50. First month is only $1, $100 every month after. If you're interested, Alex or Bree is putting in the chat here for that information that you can put in there. If you want to sign up, I'm happy to meet with you and talk with you more about it. I'd love to have you as part of my team here. Alex, Bree, anything else to add here?
No, thank you. Yeah, I do actually have something to add, Jenny. I love this offer. I think it's great. And I want to offer a special here. So if you're new, if this is your first time at the Great Discovery, if you're new, you're not a creator, you're not an affiliate, you're hearing about the Great Discovery for the first time, I'd love to give you an option to join this for totally free. We'll give you a gift card for the entirety of your first month. You can try it out yourself. And if you're interested in buying it, well, then you'll get the whole first month for free, which that's what I want to do. For being our first speaker, Jenny, for doing such an awesome job, wanted to make that available. Now, if you're already a part of the Great Discovery and you wanted to do the $1, type me in the chat and Jenny's going to reach out to you and make that available for you. Okay. If you're new, type in new in the chat. So if you're new and you want to take advantage of the offer, type in new. If you're already a part of the Great Discovery, we're going to give it to you for your $1, but you got to type in me in the chat. Okay. Type in me. Okay. So we got Hale and Sixu and Kelly. Great. They're going to try it for $1. I think that's awesome. Great work, Jenny. We're writing everybody's name down. We'll get back to you for all the people who say me. And for anybody who's new, you still have time. Type new, N-E-W in the chat, and we'll give you not even $1, whole first month for free via a gift card. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much.
Great. Love it. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, we're going to be moving on to our next speaker. We have so many great speakers today. I'm really excited for this next one. Her name is Coach Dr. Hester, and Bree's going to tell us a little bit more about her.
Yeah, welcome to the PTR Reset Quick Start. Your coach, Dr. Ann Hester, is a board certified physician in both lifestyle medicine and internal medicine, and one of the fewer than 0.1% of doctors worldwide with this combination of expertise for over 30 years. She's helped people transform their health, and now she's here to help you discover how small, science backed lifestyle shifts can prevent, treat, and potentially reverse many common diseases so you can reclaim unstoppable energy, clarity, and joy. Please welcome Dr. Ann to the stage. And maybe she's on mute.
You're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Okay. Hi. Hello, everybody. So my name is Coach Dr. Ann. I am board certified in lifestyle medicine and internal medicine, and prevent, treat, reverse. That's what I want you to think about. We live in a society where the plan is typically you diagnose, you give pills, you give surgery, but we now know that there are so many other ways that we can address healthcare issues. Lifestyle medicine is catching on like a wildfire around the world. It's available in over 50 countries. I'm board certified by the American Board of Lifestyle Medicine, but lifestyle medicine is in many countries, multiple continents. So I am a physician on a mission to help people thrive. I'm a speaker. I've been featured on CNN, Newsweek, Time, and other places. But the most important thing is I am all about empowering people. I spent decades treating people after diseases already occurred. And there is just no way to really clarify how that feels when you watch somebody suffer and sometimes pass away unnecessarily when you knew it didn't have to happen. So my warning to you is what I'm going to tell you could impact many years to come. Your daily choices matter. It's not just a matter of your genes. A lot of people think that, okay, mom has this, dad has this, I'm going to get it. You've got to throw that out the window. The vast majority of conditions are not genetic predominant. By that, I mean that you may have a predisposition. You may have family members with high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, certain forms of cancer, but you have genes, and your daily choices impact how those genes work. You can flip the switch off or on. You can flip the switch toward disease or away from disease. And what you do each day has a tremendous impact on whether or not you will ever manifest the disease that runs in your family. And if you do, how severe that disease would be. So let me give you some examples of the source of diseases that could be impacted by following the pillars of lifestyle medicine. Heart disease can be dropped up to 80%. Heart disease is the #1 killer in America and in many other places. Diabetes remission. There are people who have been on pills and even insulin, people who have painful nerve damage, even kidney problems. And we have seen that by following the pillars of lifestyle medicine, some people come off of insulin, they come off of the pills. That painful nerve damage that greeted them every morning is gone. Their kidney blood tests look better. All of this is natural. The body was designed to heal itself, but we have not been focusing on how that happens as much as we've been focusing on, okay, this is a pill that can fix it after it occurs. So lifestyle medicine has nothing to do with pills at all. It's purely natural. This is not advice. This is just information. Everything should be worked through with your doctor. But I just want you to understand the huge potential of lifestyle medicine. Something else, blood pressure and cholesterol improvement. So I had a patient whose bad cholesterol dropped over 60 points just with lifestyle changes. Now, that is more than most medications will do. The top-notch medications typically don't drop the bad cholesterol 60 points. But by following these pillars, that dropped. meaning the risk of a fatal heart attack or stroke plummeted just by following these pillars. There's a decreased risk of cancer. And also, let me give you an example. If you take men and women with prostate and breast cancer, respectively, they have the same stage of cancer, the same treatment. One group follows the pillars of lifestyle medicine. This group does. The other group does not. Continue status quo. The group that follow the pillars of lifestyle medicine will be more likely to live longer, have less risk of a recurrence of the cancer, and a higher quality of life. This is aside from the medication. Also, better brain health. We don't have pills to reverse Alzheimer's disease, but we do have steps that we can take to decrease the risk of getting Alzheimer's disease. So what is the PTR? Reset PTR, prevent, treat, and reverse. Rooted in lifestyle medicine, the American Medical Association put out a resolution in 2017 saying, doctors, you need to learn and apply lifestyle medicine because the data is that strong. The last time I checked, I was among like less than 0.4% of doctors in this country and less than 0.1% of doctors around the world who went back to get this intensive training to become board certified in lifestyle medicine. So basically, it's the blueprint for natural transformation. So the offer, basically, I'm starting you off with just the quick start. So you're gearing up, you want some natural changes. You're ready to make some shifts. So about 2 hours of videos on each of the 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine. So the 2 hours consist of different videos on all the pillars, things you can start applying immediately to start flipping those switches. It also has SMART goals. People use SMART goals for business, but you can use SMART goals for your health. There are downloadable forms that you fill out when you create SMART goals for yourself for specific health issues. This is just an overview for the stress module. I deal with how stress impacts everything from your brain to the hormones, your sleep, some tiny habits that you can take to reverse stress. Stress is associated with multiple diseases and unnecessary death. This is just an overview. It gets pretty deep. It's all very easy. I'm allergic to boring. It's not high tech. It's very simple, down to earth, easy to go through. The nutrition module deals with the only eating pattern clinically proven to reverse heart disease, the #1 killer in the world. I don't mean if you have 99% blockage and you do this next month, it's going to be gone. I'm saying that if you follow this diet over time, whereas people who take all the pills, they're going to still have progression. Following this diet alone will give you regression. So if they do pictures of the arteries before and after, the group who follows this pattern should have less blockage, whereas the group who takes all the pills and does nothing else will have more blockage. That is huge. And if this is something that you really get into, again, this is like the beginner course, the quick start, but then I have the 30-day reset breakthrough. And it is basically a 30-day reset to help you take a much deeper dive. And it has many coaching sessions in there as well as many other things. So my question to you is, where do you stand now? What is your risk tolerance for your health? Do you want to continue to do things that you've been doing, realizing that you're on a path that could lead to unnecessary suffering, premature death, huge medical bills? Or are you interested in learning more and looking into how you can naturally decrease your risk of developing a lot of unnecessary conditions and take a step forward? So 5 years from now, possibly traveling the world with your friends, have extra money because you don't have all these healthcare expenditures, or 5 years from now, looking at your kitchen table like you're looking at a pharmacy because you have so many medications to take. I thank you so much for your time. You can reach me. I am on LinkedIn, and certainly through the Great Discovery. So
Excellent. Thank you, Dr. Ann Hester.
thank you.
Excellent presentation. Yes, your audio was going a little bit in and out there, but we could hear you. It actually made us pay attention a little bit closer. So thanks for that. The link is in the chat. I'm going to show you if you are interested in taking advantage of the discount. She has an incredible 20% discount. Make sure you're first logged into the Great Discovery. You see I'm logged in up here in the top left, and then you'll see that she has a 20% discount, $39.99 on the product. That's awesome. Just click on the green button, proceed to purchase. That will then add the item into your cart and you can check out. So thank you, Dr. Ann Harris. Awesome presentation. Thank you very much. I'll give people a moment just to click on the link. And we're going to be moving on to our next speaker. So we have a great roundup of speakers today. Our next one, really excited about. He's an expert at sales, an expert at so many different things in business. His name is Frank Du. And Bree's going to tell us a little bit more about Frank.
Yeah, absolutely. So Frank Du is at the Great Discovery. He is giving you an inside look at the Sales Huddle, a powerful weekly system that helps entrepreneurs sharpen focus, align goals, and accelerate growth. Drawing on over 30 years of leadership and coaching experience, Frank reveals how structure, accountability, and strategy drive sustainable success. Discover how the Sales Huddle can help you work smarter, stay in momentum, and unlock your next level of performance. Welcome, Frank, to the stage.
Perfect. Thanks, Bree. Thanks, Alex. Privileged to be here. I wanted to talk about the Mastery for Sales Entrepreneurs because, when we own a business, we're in sales if we want to be or know it or not. And one of the things that I find with entrepreneurs' frustrations when it comes to sales is a lot of entrepreneurs ask themselves, why do some conversations feel great, but they don't turn into clients? Why does closing feel awkward or pushy sometimes, even though I know I can help? And why do others seem to sell just naturally, but I struggle to follow up? And the truth is, really, sales isn't broken, it's just been misunderstood. Most people never are really taught a system around trust, authenticity, and clarity. And that's why so many entrepreneurs end up exhausted, inconsistent, and sometimes underpaid. And so what I wanted to do is I put together this particular community that we learn together and grow together around what sales look like for you. And so the main reason I put this together is what I find is most entrepreneurs love what they do, but they don't love selling it. And sales isn't about pressure. So many times that's what we feel that it's about. It's really about having clarity about what you do, why you do it, having the confidence to be able to portray that and connect with the people that you're working with, and have that real true connection and have it be authentic to you. That experience really transforms how you can approach sales and you can really grow your business without burnout or guesswork. And I think about who this is really for, and I built this specifically for entrepreneurs, small business owners. They want to grow their revenue. And secondly, when a lot of times we look at founders that they're strong technicians at what they do, but they need to turn that technician hat into being a rainmaker. A lot of times we work with coaches, consultants, creatives, tradespeople. They really want to seek sales confidence, and they want to build a community within their business, and to be able to rely on the people that are in that community to start to grow that. What you bring to the table, though, is really, really important. We'll talk about things and we'll help grow that for you, but you also have to have a growth mindset. You have to be coachable. You have to want to learn. When we feel like we have all the answers, we stop learning. And to be open-minded and coachable, that's when we start seeing our blind spots and changing our paradigms to be able to get better and better. You need to have the dedication and impact. Really, to be open to living and dedicated to your best life. We can't do the work for you, but if you have that dedication, then it will come through. You want to have your business grow so you can help not just a few people, but many people. And a lot of times, a lot of entrepreneurs really get caught up in the craft that they're doing, and they miss out on being able to have a greater impact to be able to actually service more people. So we help you reconnect with your purpose. Why you got into business in the first place? What did that look like? And so how can you actually start to make more of an impact for yourself, for your family, and for the people that you serve? Measurable results that you'll really master throughout this whole community and program is basically to build a predictable sales process that's measurable. It will drive consistent results. There's actually 14 different strategies and processes that we use while we do that. We identify and attract your ideal clients with clarity and confidence, and will lead authentic, trust-driven conversations that naturally convert. We actually get into drilling and communications, the use of language, the use of how you're actually asking questions, digging deep for that emotional response, and their emotional why, their purpose. People run to things or run away from things, and you need to be able to dig into the emotional factor of what that looks like, because 80% of people's buying decisions are based on emotion. And so it's so important to be able to connect with that emotion. The 20% fact, that piece is what you do. Certainly you know what you do and you can truly help them, but if you don't connect with the emotion, it's really hard to move them to that buying decision. We help present value and overcome objections without any pressure. Through great questioning, authentic communication, we really start to get better and better at that. You think about a lot of times when we're in sports, you practice, you show up for the game and you play. Well, when you're on your own business, you're in sales, if you realize it or not, like I mentioned, and how much practice do you actually have in sales? Very little usually, and the time to practice is not when you show up. The time to practice is before you show up, and that's what we do together. We also create scalable systems so that it becomes repeatable. So you're not reinventing the wheel every time you run into a prospect. And we really start to close deals with confidence, and really through that authentic purpose that you wanted to start your business for in the first place. The average program that we've gone through over the last number of years has given results of up to 500% increase in conversion rates and sales. You work so hard to get those prospects to have those conversations, and what is your conversion rate like? Excuse me. So that's what we'll really focus on. And we also have the track record now of having 10x revenues and tenfold an increase in the cash flow predictability for your business. We do that through predictable, measurable sales process that fits you and your business. It's not just a cookie cutter scenario. We build stronger trust-based relationships through the process. We're closing at a much higher rate and getting higher values per client. And through clarity, really money follows organization and goes away from disorganization. So similar to what and in conjunction really to what Jenny was talking about, to have clarity and organization within your sales program, it's so important. The program structure that we're working on is really two aspects, one for $49 a month and one for $149 a month. The $49 a month is a month-to-month coaching program, as well as direct access to the actual community itself. There's worksheets, exercises, templates, the private portal to get into that particular channel and community. And when we actually meet, we'll go through existing situations that people in the group actually have to be able to help them convert people. We'll have people actually come, talk about the objections they had, talk about the wins they had, and start to work on how to convert those people the next time around, or get back to them and try to convert them now. The $149 a month scenario is a weekly coaching session, as well as once a month, I coach people one-on-one to really connect the value of their specific business to what we're learning in the group. In addition to that, decided to put on a 25% discount for all the summit attendees. And that's going to be available up until December 8th. I really appreciate you spending the time with us today, and Alex for having me, and Bree as well. It's definitely been a privilege.
Thank you, Frank. Excellent presentation. Very generous for you to give a discount like that away. We're going to show people how to take advantage of it if you are interested in learning more about what Frank is doing. So if you go to the link in the chat, it's going to link you to his memberships. And you'll see here that he has a 25% off here on the growth tier. So you'll just click on the green button to claim the offer. Again, make sure you're logged into your account first. Claim the offer there. That will then take you to the checkout, and you can claim it there. You're going to give you the 25% off. So that's awesome, Frank. Thank you so much for doing that. Excellent presentation. Excellent, excellent. Perfect. I'll put the link in the chat one more time. Spam it in the chat one more time. 25% off by Frank Du. Thanks, Frank. Well, let's move on to our next speaker. Our next speaker today is Sally Gimon. I've known Sally for a while. She's a TikTok superstar, but I'm also going to let Bree tell a little bit more about Sally.
Yeah, Sally Gimon is one of those people that you want to connect with if you are looking to save money on your taxes or whether it is to make some investments in your future. And did you know that as of 2024, pre-foreclosures made up about 5% of all U.S. properties? That's 143 million single-family homes in 2024. 5% of that is about $7,350,000. The pre-foreclosure list is public information, and Sally is here to help us figure it out and how we can work for us. Welcome, Sally, to the stage.
Thank you, Bree. And thank you, Alex, for putting on this summit. I started off as a real estate investor, and there's many, many, many different ways to do real estate investing. That's why I have this slide. A little bit about myself. Let me go down. Since October of 2018, when I started my trust, I have wholesaled 28 properties. I joined a national real estate group. I have 12 notes, performing notes, where I am the bank of Sally, and people pay me their mortgage every month. I have 3 rentals and 5 seller financing houses. The reason I put this course together is because a friend of mine, Ingrid, thought I was lucky. And I said, I'm not lucky. I can teach you how to be a real estate investor for less than $100. And she goes, game on. So what we're talking about today is there's a difference between foreclosure and pre-foreclosure. Foreclosure, the home has received the final notice from the bank and they have 90 days to move out or the sheriff is going to kick them out. We don't want to touch that. That's a little bit too short and there's a lot going on. That somebody else handle that. Pre-foreclosure is a list that somehow the homeowner has gotten onto. Maybe they paid their mortgage late. Maybe they missed a payment. Quite a few houses got on there. If they didn't pay their mortgage during COVID, the banks put the 18 or 20 months at the end of their mortgage. So instead of a 30-year mortgage, they have a 32-year mortgage. They will get on the list. The way we're doing this real estate that I'm going to teach you today is subject to. This means I do not take over the house. The homeowner keeps the house in their name and on the title. We're just taking over subject to the presentation I'm going to show you. I told them I would pay for their electricity, their gas, and their garbage pickup, and the 1 month that I need the house as subject to their mortgage. And then I would pay off their entire mortgage, and then I would have a clear credit report. And then the last one that usually comes up is after repair value, or ARV. Most real estate agents want a perfect house to be able to show it at top dollars so they can make as much money as they can on the house. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about houses that are lived in and people who need to sell quickly or there's a situation happening there. So how to become a real estate investor for less than $100. Find a friendly real estate agent in your area who knows your area and can give you the pre-foreclosure list for free. Make an agreement with that agent saying you will use them to do an open house. The list I got from my friend who is a real estate agent, this is in the Charlotte area. I now have moved to the Raleigh area, so I'm not doing it here anymore. But in the Charlotte area, I gave her 6 listings where she made money on. She loved working with me. Buy a website domain. I say it's $12 with an email address. I know there's specials going on at GoDaddy and Wix and other places all the time. It might be even cheaper than that. Go out to Amazon and buy 6 packets of light blue, sort of like the color of my hair, sticky notes. And if you're going to write on them, I'm not sure what's wrong, but I can help you save your house. here's a website for 10 steps to save your house. You're going to spend some time writing these out. When I did this with my friend Ingrid, we were watching football games doing it because it's boring to write them out. My class on the Great Discovery, it has the 10 different ways that a homeowner can save their home. The 10 different ways, there's only 2 ways you get paid for: subject to, or if you're doing a short sale. Short sale is a whole different thing about what we're talking about. We're just talking about subject to figure this out. I do have a discount on the class that Alex will show you. Print the list, the thing I'm showing right now, they had hired a real estate agent, or they had talked to a real estate agent. She went through the house and gave them 19 things to change. She listed all the things. They had to redo their kitchen. The house was 23 years old. The family who had lived in the house had been there for 10 years. They had to redo the carpeting. They had to repaint the rooms, everything else. I made sure I gave that list that their real estate agent told them they had to change to make it after repair value to all the neighbors, because I was putting the house on the market for $100,000 less than any other house on the market because the house needed work. We're not keeping it secret. We wanted to be honest with everybody. I did get the clients to say sign the contract. They knew what they were doing. And then I also bought the snacks. The real estate agent normally does this, but since she was not going to get paid full commission, I had the snacks. So everything put together right now, you would spend $97.99. With a 20% discount, you're going to save an extra $9.90 for my class on the Great Discovery. This is part of the buy time that I give to my clients. When I set up the website, this is a PDF that they will have, and each part of it, a loan modification, a forbearance agreement, equity partnering with the homeowner. I will never touch that, because usually when the homeowner's behind, they want to stay in the house. To make this work, the homeowner must come out of the house or leave the house. Subject to what we're talking about today, a short sale or Chapter 13 bankruptcy. Again, that affects their credit report. We were able to help these people. So, talking about their real estate agent, some of the lists that the real estate agent gave them was rehab the kitchen, which was going to cost them $47,000. Recarpet 3 bedrooms. This house, it was a husband and wife, 2 sons, and 2 dogs. I'm not making fun of them, but they were keeping up with the Joneses. She drove a BMW. He drove a 250 truck. They were behind on their mortgage during COVID. They were on the pre-foreclosure list, and he was being moved by his company from the Charlotte area to Houston, Texas. They were going to put him up into corporate housing for 3 months, and they knew their house was not ready show mode, and they were going to let it go to foreclosure. The wife wasn't sleeping at night. She saw I had put the sticker with the blue sticky notes. I put it next to the garage, not on the garage, because people use the garage. She open and close it, and underneath the doorbell. She called me and said, "What can you do for us?" I'm like, I explained how we're going to leave all this there. We're going to let the people who come into the house move out, have your movers come in, pack you and your family up, move to Houston, put things into storage. We're going to leave the house room ready to show to people. We're going to let them know that the kitchen needs to be rehabbed, the carpeting needs to be recarpeted, painted interior, painted exterior. Some of the tiles in the kitchen were broken, things like that. The dogs had peed on 2 different one in the son's bedroom and also in the family room. We were keeping this completely open and honest. She's like, "This is going to save me a huge headache." So this is the house. It was a 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath house in Waxhaw area. My website was Waxhaw 2817. When I put out the sticky notes to say, "I can help you save your home," you are on a pre-foreclosure list. Please go to this website to get 10 ways to save your home. I only used my zip code 2817. The list that my real estate agent gave me with the pre-foreclosure list had 224 houses on that list. My friend Ingrid, who lived in the same county that I did, but in 12 miles away, had a different zip code. On her list that we got from the same real estate agent, she had 369 houses on there. With Ingrid, I went with her door knocking, 10 houses a day, Monday, Saturday, and Sunday, because she was working full time as at a Wells Fargo Computer Center. Her entire goal was to make enough money to pay off her mortgage. I was putting up more than that. I was doing 10 houses per day, making sure I could get this list out there. We did an open house. We gave to the neighbors behind, right behind them, in front of them, on both sides of them, diagonally behind them and diagonally in front of them. We gave them the list that their real estate agent told them they had 19 things to fix. I was not trying to rock the real estate, the neighborhood. If someone's house is after repair value, put it up there higher. When we did the open house, we invited everybody in the neighborhood to come see the open house. Why? It was $100,000 less than anybody else's house in the neighborhood. I purposely had the whole list that their real estate agent there so people could pick it up. The homeowner made $50,000. Their credit report was completely wiped out. They have a ding saying that they had a situation with the house, but no foreclosure. They were going to use the $50,000 to put a down payment on a house in Houston. My real estate agent that did the open house and the real estate agent that brought in the couple who bought the house each made 3%. So each one made $7,140. And on this one house alone, I made $145,000 in pure profit. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm done.
No, that's okay, Sally. Thank you so much. I mean, she's been doing this for a really long time. So she just has so many different examples of her using this strategy, and it's gone over in this course. So we put it in the chat for you. She's a super expert at this. Like I said, I've known Sally for about 5 years now, believe it or not. And she's been doing this for the last 5 years. And just, I always blows my mind. I'm like, you can do that? So you got to learn more about it in the course. Thank you so much, Sally. Awesome.
Thank you for having me. I'm sorry I just went right on time.
That's okay.
Timing myself. I'm sorry about that.
No. Excellent presentation. Loved it. And you definitely got to learn more about what Sally's doing. The link is in the chat, so take advantage of that. And we have our next speaker coming up, who I'm really excited about. I haven't seen her presentation yet, so I'm super excited to dive in and learn a little bit more about her. Her name is Annie, and Bree is going to tell us a little bit more about Annie.
Yeah, Annie Harmon is a seasoned elite business and performance coach who founded Empower Life Changes, where her signature methods support high-achieving women, especially coaches and solopreneurs, by aligning their passion, purpose, and profit. She has 35 years of experience in C-level IT and has been in business for 5 years, helping over 100 women. Please welcome Annie to the stage.
Thank you, Bree and Alex. My presentation today is about the feminine cycle syncing for business mastery. You're probably thinking, what is feminine cycle syncing? Or why is cycle syncing critical to women's businesses? Well, it reduces burnout and reduces overwhelm. It enhances clarity and creativity. It improves decision-making and aligns your business tasks with natural energy levels. Wouldn't that be nice? There are 4 seasons to a woman's cycle. The first cycle is the menstrual phase, days 1 through 5, or the springtime, when you're building your garden, you get ready and you're sowing the seeds. You want to journal your thoughts and feelings. You want to avoid big decisions because it's too early in your cycle to really see how your garden is going to grow. You want to review long-term goals and prepare for the summer, which is next, the follicular phase, or days 6 through 14. You want to map out goals and timelines that you prepared in the springtime. You want to say yes to strategic opportunities. And then we move into the ovulatory phase, your autumn, days 15 through 17. And I want to bring your attention, there's only 3 days in this season, and you want to pitch your ideas and speak in public settings with all your gusto. You want to collaborate and give feedback. You want to celebrate wins and show appreciation. Then we move into the luteal phase, days 18 through 28. The winter. This is where you take what you've harvested in the garden and clean it up and declutter and reset your workspaces. You want to assess what's working and what's not working, which is so important to businesses, to reflect on where they are and where they want to go. Business alignment is the key to success. Matching business tasks to your cycle empowers, generates harmony, and brings enjoyment. Now let's review the cycle. Spring brings higher productivity, greater confidence. Summer brings better boundaries and more energy, where you're growing your garden. Autumn brings sustainable growth and harvesting. Yeah, you want to harvest everything you've grown in your garden for success. And winter brings more peace and harmony and reflection on where you're going and what you want to accomplish in your next cycle. Are you ready to perform like a pro? Your next step, give yourself the magical gift of owning your cycle power. My holiday gift to you is the Feminine Cycle Syncing for Business Mastery course. The door to opportunity is open. Take your power back and join me today. My special is a Christmas special, 50% off at $250. It includes 3 one-on-one coaching calls and 9 powerful lessons. Thank you for having me on this summit.
Thank you, Annie. Wow, what an interesting product. I've never heard that before. That's super interesting. And if you're interested in learning more, she's offering a really generous discount. I appreciate you doing that, Annie. 50% off. So I think everyone's probably really interested to learn that, ladies. I think that's a good one. And guys, maybe, hey, good gift, right? So there you go. All right. Well, what an awesome summit. You know, we have so many more speakers to go. So we're really excited for everybody to be here. But I want to tell you a little bit more about how this is all possible, the platform, the system, the community that makes all of this possible. We have all these different business owners participating and collaborating through the summit, and we're looking for more. We're looking for more speakers, authors, coaches, creators, service providers. People have a mission, a message, something to get out there to the world. We do this the Discovery Summit every Thursday. And we would love to highlight you and your business here at the summit. And so I'm going to play a brief video here that describes a little bit more about the Great Discovery. So let's go ahead and jump into this video.
You've created something great. A course, a book, a workshop, a podcast, a coaching program. You spent years doing the hard part. Late nights, free content, unpaid time, all to help someone, somewhere, get results. Yet, somehow, it's still not enough. And it's not because your content isn't good, but because everything around it keeps slowing you down. Funnels, translations, marketing, tech stacks, endless platforms. It seems like half your time goes into tools, not doing what you love. And even when you make sales, it's hard to build something that lasts. That's exactly why we built The Great Discovery, an all-in-one platform that turns a single upload into a multilingual, automated, global business. Here's how it works. You upload your course, book, workshop, audio, or coaching program one time. Then, behind the scenes, The Great Discovery automatically translates your content into every major language, hosts it on a professional storefront, places it inside a global marketplace, connects it to a worldwide affiliate network, and tracks and pays you on every customer you refer. for life. But the Great Discovery doesn't just help with distribution, we also help you get discovered. As a creator, you're invited to present at global summits where audiences from around the world attend, and every session is translated live into multiple languages. You can participate in focused creator spotlights and masterclasses that highlight your expertise and feature your products to the entire platform. And you can also join collaborative community events where creators and affiliates support each other, share audiences, and grow together instead of competing for attention alone. Most platforms leave your content sitting on a shelf. This platform puts it on a stage. And maybe the best part? Every lead or customer you personally invite, from summits, spotlights, podcasts, posts, or your own list, becomes your lifetime customer inside the platform. For example, if you refer someone to buy a product, you'll earn a commission. And then if that person then buys someone else's product on the platform later, you still earn long-term commissions on every future purchase they make. But it even goes deeper than that. You also benefit from the network of networks you set in motion. When your customers refer others, and those customers refer others, your direct and indirect referral lines can generate ongoing commissions and royalties across the marketplace. One introduction could ripple outward and continue paying you for years to come. That's where the Great Discovery shifts from just another creator platform to a long-term business model. With the Great Discovery, you publish once, expand automatically, get promoted globally, and earn continuously through unlimited relationships. So if you're ready to get started, here's your next step. Become a creator today with a single one-time payment. Your creator account includes unlimited lifetime hosting, unlimited content translation at no cost, full-service LMS and shopping cart, access to our global affiliate network, integration into our global marketplace, worldwide network overrides, live support and training, stage time at global summits, and the Great Discovery International course. And maybe most importantly, it gives you the leverage and team you need to scale your business without more work, more tools, or more time taken away from doing what you love. So don't just sit around waiting to get discovered. Instead, become a creator on the Great Discovery and discover your greatness today.
Wow. We love the Great Discovery. It's such an incredible platform. I love it. It allows me to collaborate with people from all over the world, to do summits like this, to all work together to co-promote and co-market each other. I've been a part of it for 2 years, and it's just completely transformed my business. My business is so much funner now, so much more profitable. I get to collaborate and work with so many more people, and the Great Discovery handles it all for me. I don't even really have my own website. I just use the Great Discovery for everything, and it does everything for me and more than I could ever do before in my business, using kind of all the traditional tools. So the Great Discovery is a total game changer. I do want to take Bree. You've been a part of the Great Discovery for a while. What's your experience been on the Great Discovery platform?
It has completely changed my life, not just in my business, but in how I do things and the amazing people I get to work with, my circle that I get to hang out with, my community. You guys are amazing. I love that I get to work one-on-one with people. I get to work in groups. I get to do so many different things. My day is never boring. It's never quiet. That's one thing. But it's transformed how I do everything in my business. And my business it's just growing and growing every single day. And I've had opportunities to do things I never would have had before because I chose to become part of the Great Discovery. So for me, it's been more than just a good business decision. It's been a good life choice for me as well. So
Awesome.
I love it.
Well, we're running a special promotion right now for anybody who does want to become a creator. And we're going to give you a special offer here, but let me first show you how to get access to it. And we're running a special holiday deal on it. So you're going to go to the Great Discovery, log into your account, click Enroll in the top right-hand corner, and then click For Myself if you're not a creator already. Then what you're going to do is you're going to select the center option as a creator. And you'll see that you have the option over here for the Creator and Marketer Suite go ahead and click purchase now. And then you're going to enter in the special promo code Black Friday. Black Friday. Black Friday is going to drop the price. It's a 45% discount. That's over 45%. I mean, it's excellent discount. $398. We'll call it $399. And then just click checkout and complete your checkout process. And if you do sign up today, one, you're going to get the 45% discount with the Black Friday deal. But we also want to give you private onboarding for your first product on the Great Discovery. So we're going to work with you and we're going to supercharge, fast start your product onboarding so you get your paid product on the Great Discovery as soon as possible. We're going to work with you one-on-one. I've helped hundreds of people get their products on the Great Discovery. We're going to work with you one-on-one to get it done immediately. Then we're going to give you a priority spot at the next available summit. We have summits every week, and we're going to give you a priority spot, speaking spot at our next summit. And you're going to get a speaker spotlight. You're going to get a course and product spotlight, solo, just you, to the entire platform. So that's really exciting. Sign up today, take advantage of it. And if you do, you'll get those 3 benefits if you do take the time to do it today. We got to move. Yeah, Jody says, what a deal. So true. I didn't get that when I signed up. You get it now, which is great. Okay, Bree, our next speaker is Sixu. Sixu, I'm really excited to learn a little bit more about her. So Bree, would you please tell us more about Sixu?
Yeah, Sixu helps high-achieving, multi-talented professionals break out of feeling stuck and create careers that align with who they truly are. After navigating burnout and reinventing her own path, Sixu discovered that what it really takes to build a life and career that feels authentic, fulfilling, and energizing. Today, Sixu is sharing a new approach that reveals why you feel stuck and how to create work you genuinely excited to wake up to. Please welcome Sixu to the stage.
All right. Wow, what a great summit so far. So, hi everybody. My name is Sixu. I'm going to talk about why you are stuck in a career and how to create a career that you're excited about. A transformational journey from feeling trapped to discover work that truly lights you up. So first, let's talk about the statistic. Based on the statistic, that 70% of the professionals that report feeling trapped in a career that doesn't fulfill them. And out of the 70%, actually 85% want the actual change. And this isn't just about dissatisfaction. It's about living a life that's misaligned with who you truly are. But the good news is you're not alone. And most importantly, you're not powerless to change it. So let's first talk about what are the hidden barriers that keep you stuck and keep you in place. Understanding what holds us back is the first step toward breaking free. And these invisible forces are more powerful than we realize. The first barrier, fears. And fear of unknown is just one of the examples. The devil that you know that feels safer than the uncertainty of change, even when you are miserable. And then there are the limiting beliefs that you think you're too old to do something, not qualified to do something, overqualified, it's too late, and so on. The stories that we keep telling ourselves that keeps ourselves stuck. And then lastly, is that comfort zone. How many of us really did not like our job, but because it makes we makes a paycheck and it's comfortable when we didn't want to change. And the familiarity breeds complacency. And your current situation may be unsatisfying, but it is predictable. Therefore, you may not want the change. However, by not changing, there is a cost. Playing safe is not always safe. Every day you remain in a career that doesn't excite you, you're actually paying a hidden price. For example, your time and energy. Spending 40 plus hours weekly on work that drains rather than energize you, that's over 2,000 hours per year of your precious time. And your potential. Your talents, creativity, and unique gifts remain dormant and never fully expressed or developed. And what about your relationship? When you are unhappy with your career, the career dissatisfaction seeps into everything, affects your mood, presence, and connections with your loved ones. And lastly, that beautiful future self of who you could have becoming, the person that can be confident, fulfilled, and aligned, still remains a dream rather than a reality. So, how do we break free from being stuck then? Well, breaking free starts with clarity. You can't create a career you love if you don't even know what truly excites you, right? That sounds pretty obvious. But then people skip that step. They just start searching for jobs, updating for their resume, and start looking, and they get rejections, but not even know why, because they weren't looking at the right place. Do you rather apply for 100 jobs, get 90 rejection, or 3 jobs and they are all yeses, right? So true clarity goes deeper than just job titles and industries. It requires honest self-exploration, the activities, such as the question like what activities makes you lose track of time, when you feel most alive and energized, and what problems that makes you feel compelled to solve, and what would you do even if you weren't paid. Clarity isn't found in your head. It is discovered through reflection, experimentation, and the honest dialogue with yourself. So, we have all heard just follow your passion, but that could be a myth to think that's enough. Follow your passion is an incomplete advice that's left countless people feeling disappointed and confused. Why passion isn't enough, you may ask. Well, passion alone doesn't pay the bills, right? Your passion may change over time, and not all the passion can translate to actual viable work. And passion without skills only leads to frustration. Then what works, you may ask? Well, we need to identify your natural strengths, discover what you really value and what you can add as a unique value, and build skills that serve the market needs. Then we can create your career that you're passionate about through mastery and impact. So forget the chase. True passion isn't found. It's meticulously built through mastery, impactful contribution, and genuine alignment with your unique strengths. So there are 4 core pillars for career transformation. True career transformation comes from clarity, vision, purpose, and action. So let's talk about clarity. What is the clarity? We discover who you truly are by understanding your strengths, values, and inner patterns. And the vision, we are going to create a vision that is an exhilarating and aligned path that echoes your innermost aspiration and desires. Oh, sorry. And then purpose connects your unique gifts to meaningful work so you feel confident, fulfilled, and energized. And lastly, without action, nothing is really going to happen. So action is to translate the vision into clear, tangible goals that are consistent steps to move you confidently towards a career that you're meant to create. So when these 4 elements align, work stops feeling like work. You are now discovered your sweet spot where contribution meets fulfillment. All right. So I have created this roadmap of change for you. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a step-by-step process. So what are the steps? First, we'll do a self-assessment to get brutally honest of where you are and where you want to be, and what's working and what isn't. Then, when clarify your vision, define what excited about your career actually even means for you, not what society expects. And then we'll identify the 4 main aspects like your talents, skills, passion, and value. And after all that, the road, if it's not clear, that because there's roadblocks. So we're going to identify and dismantle the specific barriers that hold you back, whether it's limiting belief, fears, or any financial worries. Then you can go forward with full conviction. And you're ready to create that most ideal career. So remember, you do not need to have all of it figured out before you start. Clarity comes through action, not before it. Here's are some success stories of my client who have been through this process. Levi, who was a former carpenter, he was 68 years old and he didn't want to retire. With my program, he found his passion of writing a book and share his perspective of the Bible, and he became a published author. Ian, a former insurance agent, he is now a business owner that sells plants, a wholesale business that sells plants, because he didn't even like work indoors. He realized he wants to stay outdoor. And then there's Jenna Rose, who was a former employee at a finance firm, but now she owns her own business as well as a thriving finance coach because she realized that she has an entrepreneurial drive since the get-go. So what they have all in common, they got clear on what they wanted, faced their fear, and took the action despite uncertainty. And they all took action and discovered who they are as their most authentic self. And today I'm going to offer the first 2 steps for you. It's called Career Clarity Vision Blueprint, and it's on the Great Discovery. And for session 1, you're going to find out what's working, what's not. And for session 2, you're going to have a guided self-discovery, and then we're going to create compelling vision for your life and career. And today with the summit, you get 20% off. Original is $480, but today it's only $384. And if you act fast, you even get another $25 bonus. So
All
type
right.
clarity in the chat if you are ready to take action.
Thank you, Sixu. Very, very good. Thank you so much. Yeah, the link is in the chat for the 20% discount there. Just click on the green button to claim the offer. There's only 5 of them available, only 5 discounts left. So if you are interested in doing that, make sure to use. I've known many people who have used Sixu's service and just great, reviews and testimonials and experiences. So highly recommended offer. Thank you, Sixu. Thank you so much. Awesome presentation and really, really great slides. I love the slides. Are great at those. Okay. We'll give people a moment to click on Sixu's link in the chat. Holly says, love the offer. Definitely love the offer. Our next speaker, we're really excited for her, Gemma. Gemma is upcoming in next. And Bree, I'm really excited to learn a little bit more about Gemma. Please tell us more.
Yeah, emotional intelligence to love again is a transformative journey designed to help you rebuild self-worth, heal emotional wounds, and create deeply fulfilling relationships grounded in trust and authenticity. As a survivor, musician, and award-winning empowerment leader, Gemma Serenity brings trauma-informed wisdom and neuroscience-based strategies to guide you from heartbreak to harmony. Through this course, you will awaken emotional mastery, reconnect with your true self, and open your heart to love again with confidence and peace. Please welcome Gemma to the stage.
Thank you so much. Good morning. Indeed, Gemma Serenity Gorokhoff. Thank you for including me in this presentation. Over the next 10 minutes, I want to introduce you to some things that can genuinely transform your life. Emotional intelligence applied to your love life. This is a practical wisdom about how to understand your emotions, heal from toxic relationships, and build love that feels like freedom instead of fear. So if you have been through heartbreak or betrayal, or if you want to rekindle the love you already have, listen in. And if time goes, no, how do that? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so first of all, emotional intelligence, we cannot talk about it without talking about the father of it, Daniel Goleman. By the way, I know him personally. He's still absolutely amazing, still spreading absolutely fabulous work out there. In 1995, Daniel Goleman published a revolutionary book called Emotional Intelligence because he asked a radical question. Why do people with high IQs often fail at life? Why people with modest IQ succeed? And his answer, there is another form of intelligence, one that might be more important than IQ for success and happiness. He called it emotional intelligence, or EQ. Here is why this matters to you. If you have been in a toxic relationship, you know you might have been intelligent, accomplished, but intelligence alone didn't protect you from emotional wounds. Intelligence didn't help you with the red flags. That's because EQ and emotional intelligence are different things, and emotional intelligence, that is what heals. So here's the 5 pillars of emotional intelligence: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, social skills. Wow, when you develop these 5 pillars, your entire life transforms. Now, why emotional intelligence is the foundation of healing after a toxic relationship? And by the way, a toxic relationship can also be with your own self. Toxic relationships teach us to distrust ourselves. Your sensitivity is called too much. Your intuition is dismissed. Your boundaries is ignored. Emotional intelligence becomes your antidote, your medicine. It rebuilds self-trust. It creates emotional safety. It rewrites the story from I'm broken to I'm healing. You are not broken. You never were. You are becoming. Emotional intelligence can interrupt the narrative of being broken by cultivating self-awareness, self-compassion, and the understanding that one is not broken, but healing. So how would you apply the 5 domains of emotional intelligence in the dating and healing journey? First of all, there is self-awareness. Let's make it real. When you're dating after healing, in your self-awareness, you will notice when they don't text back, I spiral into abandonment. That's my old wound, not reality. If you apply self-regulation, it sounds like instead of texting obsessively, you pause and choose grounded responses. If you apply motivation, you stop dating from desperation and start dating from self-worth. If you apply empathy, you understand someone's story without excusing mistreatment, but you validate and maintain boundaries. Social skills, you express needs clearly, identify red flags early, communicate with grace. This is emotionally intelligent in action. Now, how emotional intelligence reveals trust in yourself and in others? There are really 3 layers. Rebuilding inner safety. This is when you become the safe space you never had. You learn to validate yourself, regulate your nervous system. You know now that you can handle betrayal without losing yourself. Layer number 2, restoring self-trust. This is when you move from can I trust them to can I trust myself? Can you see the signs? Can you honor your boundaries? Can you walk away if needed? When you say yes, everything shifts. Don't know why it goes so fast. Layer number 3, relearning relational trust. Now you choose based on discernment. Who feels safe? Who honors my emotion? Who respects my boundaries? And that is how you actually rebuild trust in yourself and in others, applying emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence in dating, how do you attract emotionally mature love? First of all, there are 4 principles that shift everything. Present and honest. That means you are here. You are real. You honor yourself. Then magnetizing emotional maturity. That means healthy people are drawn to healthy boundaries. Then discerning compatibility. Chemistry matters, but alignment in what builds lasting love. Ask, are they emotionally available? Do our values align? Do I feel safe in this relationship? And fourth, navigating boundaries. You communicate clearly. I need consistency. Honesty is non-negotiable, as an example, of course. You say this without apologizing. When you set boundaries with emotional intelligence, people either respect them or they show you exactly who they are. Emotional triggers as teachers, turning pain into power through emotional intelligence. Step number 1, recognize triggers as messengers, not as character flaws, just information. Step number 2, pause and name the emotion to cultivate self-awareness. That means I'm feeling rejected. You do not say that anymore. You just create space. You feel that, you name it, and you run. Step number 3, respond with self-compassion, not reaction. It sounds like it. Of course, I'm triggered. I was betrayed, and my nervous system is protecting me. So from now on, I choose a reaction. Step number 4, turn pain into power. For that, you ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What boundary was crossed? You see how it goes so far. Then step number 5, unlock the gift. Every trigger shows you where you need to heal and strengthen a boundary. Step number 6, reclaim emotional freedom. Triggers do not own you anymore. You own them. You are no longer victim of your past. You are extracting wisdom from your pain. Okay. And now you have learned about emotional intelligence. Now I want to invite you into a space where this becomes real. We have 2 pathways. First of all, we have a channel on the Great Discovery called Love Again with Confidence. You find resources, live sessions, a community of people healing others. Now we have a special offer. This course that you see the picture here, Emotional Intelligence to Love Again, that is an online course published on the Great Discovery that was just posted in the chat. And this is where we have a special offer for today.
Thank you, Gemma. Excellent. Yeah, and great offer here. 43% off of this product, Emotional Intelligence to Love Again. I love that. That's super important. Thank you so much, Gemma. Really powerful presentation.
Thank
you. Great voice too. Just great presenting. I could listen to you all day. So thank you, Gemma. And very good at TikTok too. She does TikTok, so you got to find her on TikTok. So great. Thank you, Gemma. Our next speaker, really excited for our next speaker. She's been on a couple summits before, but she always comes with brand new, amazing stuff. Her name is Beverly, and Bree is going to tell us a little bit more about Beverly.
Yeah, 45 years as holistic practitioner, 20 years spent as a master blender with over $300,000 invested in liters of essential oils direct from distillers. Beverly has traveled the US and Canada teaching and training the art of blending with over 300 personal blends and countless shared formulations. She wrote the uniquely detailed user manual in 2000 that is still being used today. Beverly does not sell products, does not promote brands. She teaches DIY, discover your inner alchemist, and receive a certification of completion. Please welcome Beverly to the stage.
Oh, thank you, Bree. That's one of the things that I do, but that's not quite what we're doing here today. We're doing the alchemy anatomy for clinical metaphysics, but they do combine together with the essential oils as well because it's part of that. So today we're going to just dig deep into this 4-part series for a spiritual journey that's going to take you down many avenues of experiences. So being a spiritual is being awakened and putting that conscious in motion. So spirit moves first. And today, we're going to fulfill your purpose in life so that you start to know your identity. And this happens when you understand and weave together the 4-part series that makes it easy, simple, and highly effective for life-changing transformations today for your daily happenings. As a physical being living a spiritual lifestyle, you bridge the flow of every thought, word, and action in direct communication with the divine intelligence. Ever wonder why nothing ever changes in your life? Some thoughts, same loops, same results. Well, oh my gosh, that's a result of your old, outdated data running on autopilot. And it's your comfort zone, it's your personality trait, and your false truths. So it's time to break the cycle and awaken the mind's divine operating system. And how do we do that? We're going to take a look at the brain waves and the frequencies of the gamma, beta, alpha, theta, and delta in this first series. These are all elements that you use daily. However, they're all scattered and out of alignment. So this workshop is going to put it all into perspective and alignment. Beta is present in your existence of being in the now. Alpha is when you're kind of like daydreaming or maybe just imagining off in thought. It's your creation brain. Theta is when you start to go into deep meditation or just finally getting off into sleep, and then you hit that delta, which is deep sleep. And then the gamma is where instant manifestation happens, and it's all time and space is gone. And when you reach this, things become automatic in life, and it's kind of like where miracles begin to happen. Navigating the brainwave frequencies consciously activates them through intuition, inspiration, and flow. And so opening the door where transformation happens instantly. This holiday, you have the opportunity to give yourself and those you love the greatest gift imaginable. Eliminate doubt, fear, and insecurity. Walk out of the workshop aligned with freedom, transformation, and being fully in charge. So let's take a look at the limbic brain. And this is called the reptilian, mammalian, frontal cortex, and the corpus callosum. So this is kind of the physical part of the whole alchemy part of who you are. So when you look at the science and the physical parts that govern your actions and thoughts and the outcomes, the reptilian is that fight, flight, or freeze mechanism. It's the instinctual brain, and this is usually in full function from birth into the age of 2. When we move into the mammalian brain, which stores all your emotions, your fearless actions up to the age of reasoning, and that happens starting around 4 and usually is in completion around age 6. And then the frontal cortex stores all that data that you've learned over a lifetime. And then you tap into that during that age of reasoning and for the rest of your life. And this is when we start to have all the brain chatter and the interactions, and that's when we start getting ourselves in trouble. So the corpus callosum is what is in the center between the right and the left brain. And what we want to do is we want to understand the communication in both sides of the brain and be able to cross-link that together and become whole brain. The key to unlocking the soul's journey is the third in this series, and there's 6 levels of consciousness. So the consciousness also is in that beta level. The subconscious is buried in the frontal cortex, and the reptilian part of the survival brain that also just runs on autopilot. And then you have the super or the higher consciousness, which is the connection to the divine intelligence. And this happens when you're in the theta and gamma states. There's 3 other consciousness levels that we're going to discuss deeply inside of the course itself. And that inner alchemist is the creative soul within you. It's your direct line of communication with the divine intelligence. So when you live metaphysically, you stop chasing light and you start becoming it. So let's move into the Akashic Records, which is the fourth in that soul's journey. And this is where all information is stored and tapped into throughout and through accessing all these different frequencies that we talked about. Here's your journey of the soul. It's where you can eliminate karma. You can change your contracts that you brought here to planet Earth. You can gain insight into your true purpose and just a whole lot more. We could be here all day. So when you learn its language in the Akashic Records, it's easy to access them. So it's the library of your soul where your next evolution is also being written. Alchemical anatomy is the pathway out of survival and into creation, intuition, and peace. This is the science of transformation, and clinical metaphysics gives you the system to do it quickly, precisely, and permanently. So here's your invitation to rise into the next evolution of consciousness. Give the gift that keeps on giving. Join me for the workshop that begins in 2026 and put yourself in full alignment. Alchemical anatomy meets clinical metaphysics meets you. Your holiday special is 63% off at $183. It's a bargain and a half. Now the next question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to click that link that's getting put inside of the chat? Or are you going to sit around and wonder, am I interested or not? Thank you for listening today.
Thank you, Beverly. Thank you. Awesome presentation. Thank you so much, and a great discount to 63% off. I don't know, can you get better than that? That's a pretty good one. So thanks, Beverly. Link is in the chat. Put in there a couple of times. Remember, make sure to first log into your account, and then you can purchase any of the products. We'll make sure to send a follow-up email with all the products that were mentioned. We have a lot of speakers, and we'll send an email afterwards if you did miss any of them, but Beverly's is in the chat now. 63% discount. Thank you, Beverly. All right. Well, we're gonna I want to talk about our another special promotion going on right now, which is becoming an affiliate for free. So many of you have signed up today to attend the summit, or you're here to learn about the summit, or you're maybe a creator on the Great, maybe you're just learning about the Great Discovery. Okay, you can become an affiliate of this summit of the Great Discovery, and it's totally free. And one of the best parts about being an affiliate of the Great Discovery is every person you invite is tied to you for life. They become what we call a lifetime customer. And so here's how it can work for you if you're an affiliate. If you like some of the speeches, if you like some of the products here today, you can become an affiliate and invite to next week's summit. When you invite somebody to the summit, they're going to be tagged to you. They're going to be locked to you. And if they buy from any speaker at the summit, you're going to be paid out a commission because that's your lifetime customer. If they buy from one person, you're going to be paid out. If they buy from two people, you're going to be paid out. If they buy from every speaker, you're going to be paid a commission every single time they make a purchase as the person who referred them. But it doesn't stop there. We do these summits every single week. And so they could attend the summit after that and the summit after that, or another summit in 2016. And you're going to be paid on every future purchase and every future sale. That's a unique feature that we have on the Great Discovery for everyone who's an affiliate and for everybody who refers people, and becoming an affiliate is totally free. So if you're interested, if you're a customer right now, but you want to become an affiliate for totally free, just type affiliate in the chat and we're going to upgrade your account today for totally free. Just type affiliate in the chat. If you're a customer now, but you want to be a free affiliate, we'll double check your account. Thank you. We got one person in the chat already said affiliate. We'll upgrade you. I'll look into your account. I'm going to write your name down. We're going to upgrade you to an affiliate for totally free. Thank you. That's awesome. Anybody else, you still have time, type affiliate in the chat. We do have our next speaker coming up who I'm really excited about. We work really closely with him. He's got a great program. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're running an online business, you got to listen to this one. His name's Daniel, and Bree is going to tell us a little bit more about Daniel.
I sure am. Sales is a number game, and follow-up drives profit up, and databases are supposed to help. The problem is databases need data, and most people hate data entry, so that causes challenges. This course covers why organizing your database is the key to success and how to make progress on this important aspect of your business. Daniel's here to share how we can do that. Welcome, Daniel, to the stage.
Well, thanks, Bree. That's very exciting, fun stuff. And, it's interesting. This has been a great summit. I've certainly learned a lot, and I hope you have as well. And, Alex just made an offer for you to become a free affiliate. That's fantastic. And you wouldn't be doing that if you didn't want to share the story and the opportunity with people. Well, that's kind of cool. Now the question is, who are you going to be able to share it with? And if you're already in the Great Discovery, how can you promote yourself and all our opportunities together? Well, I've got a concept for you today, and it's called Follow-Up Drives Profit Up. Now, if you don't believe me, we can debate this offline, and you can let me know how that goes for you. I think you'll realize that that's not going to, it's a logical conversation, and that's really what this is all about. Some of the speakers today were talking about how can you sell more? Well, that's part of follow-up is selling more, and part of selling more is better follow-up. And then there was actually some people talking about your emotional abilities, and candidly, that actually impacts your follow-up just as well. So let's dive in and just cut through some of the stuff here. So, my quote of the day, where are your who? Intellectually, or actually electronically, intellectually, and emotionally. See, if you can't find their contact information, that's a challenge. If you don't know where they're at in your own process, that's kind of a challenge. And most importantly, if you don't know how they're feeling about your process and where they think they're at, that's really where you get the more juice out of it, as they would say. Here's the theory. 4 out of 5 lost sales are due to failed follow-up. And that's a crying shame. Plus, they probably bought from someone else that isn't really a great idea either. So we have to get better at this. It's not just wanting to get better. We really just need to get better at this. So let's go on. How do you solve this problem in a high level? Okay, whether you're in Go High Level or any other CRM, that was not a CRM joke, but I guess it works. My concept in theory for you is one true list. If we can help you collect, combine, and clean up all your contacts from all your contact sources into one coherent, consolidated list, that's going to allow you to qualify and prioritize your leads that loads into any follow-up system or systems you're planning on using. So we sweat the small stuff for you so that you can get on to the next bigger piece of puzzle. So what does this really mean in a more detailed sense? Well, one, this is important because this is critical for your success. The more organized and efficient you can be, the more successful you can be. Guaranteed. Okay? This helps you share the great discovery. We're all really excited, really excited about what we've got going on here right now. And we need to get in front of more people more quickly to share the opportunity and their potential as well. Now, here's the side note on this one also. If you don't contact someone and they show up on the Great Discovery under someone else's team, I can assure you that will not feel great. And we've had that happen, and you want to avoid that kind of stuff. So effectively, this is the fastest path to more cash. And all ships rise in high tide. So, listen, here's the deal. It is easier to get better at follow-up than sales, and far more profitable, guaranteed. We'll go through the math with you on another call. Well, actually, Bree just read my slide for me, so we're going to have to get her a different introduction for me. But yeah, this is the upside. Databases are supposed to help, but databases need data. And time is not on your side waiting around for this. The sooner you can follow up with someone, the sooner you can help them, the sooner they can buy from you, the less stress that goes on and the less likelihood that the sale is just going to fall off to the wayside. I mean, talk about leaving money on the table. It's not funny. It's really not funny. And we all know better. The question is, can we do better? So, I keep talking about database. Let me just clarify for people who, really You hear the word, but what does it really mean to you? Other people have heard it, your list, your contacts, your sphere, your raving fans. It's everyone you've ever met that you can talk to until they don't want to talk to you anymore. Now, the other thing is that there's the difference between data and base and the database. The data is actually the contact information you have per person. Do you have their full name, their email, their address, their phone number, all the details you have in there? The other side of this is the technology, the platform that manages this and allows you to act on it. There are a ton of databases out there that are very, very good. A lot of us on this call are using Go High Level because it's got all the functionality we need. It's also very affordable, and there's at least a few people on this call who can roll up their sleeves and help you get this done. And in terms of determining how important is this, there are objective measures and there's subjective measures. If I said, hey, how's your database? And you don't like your own answer, that's a pretty subjective measure. That means we might want to do something. Objectively, is this kind of more like an asset to your company, or is it a liability, or even maybe a potential? The funny thing is that's part of a trick question, because the database is not listed on the balance sheet. So that's a high level conversation for the accounting nerds. Some of us are very detail oriented. Others are like, I don't care. I want to just get the thing going. Where do I find my who? We've got stuff in too many places, and that's the challenge. Because if it's not all in one place, then it's all over the place. So what's in our phones? What's in our Gmail account or Gmails? Like some of you have multiple Gmails. What are we doing in social media that we can get pulled down? Or do we have a database that's already in existing that we want to make sure everything is in there? Plus, plenty of people I talk to have what I call the someday sheets. Someday I'm going to be able to do something with this, and that day doesn't happen often enough. Plus, you've got business cards that you may have sitting around. I realize that after COVID, it's not quite as big of a deal, but handwritten forms and printed directories and anything else you can get your hands on. Now, if you want to take the time and do this yourself, we've got a tool that will help you with this. And if you want us to take care of it, we've got a product for that. So what are your best next steps based on what we've chatted about so far? Number one, determine, is this a priority for you? And is it now? If it's not, that's totally fine. Let's talk in another 90 days. Guess what? The problem's not going to take care of itself. Even if you don't want our help, just get everything organized, collect, combine, and clean up the contact sources. Bring them all into one place so you can get a handle on how many things are we playing with, okay? And then you need to get this into some sort of digital marketing system so that you can implement the plans that you had intended on doing. It's, kind of simple. The emotional hang up here is that it does take some energy. And that's always easier to put off. We've got a way to help you so it requires little energy for you and get you maximum results. But if not, I'm just here to encourage you to do something, right? Like as a coach, my biggest goal is just to make sure that you're making forward progress. Simple as that, okay? So how can we help? We've got 2 offers on the Great Discovery, 2 of them. The first one is free. It's called One True List. It's a PDF guide and video summary of what Alex and I talked about when we were downloading his actual contacts. It goes quickly, it goes easily. You cannot wreck your data. And, if you need help with me walking through it, just get used to hearing, no, the other left, and you'll see what I'm talking about later. The other part of this is once you download all your data, you need to do something with that. Now, I can walk you through all the details of what we would do for you. The more important concept is let us do this part for you. We're really good at it. We've got systems. We know it. We sweat the small stuff, and we come back to you with a clean list that says, okay, now let's make some more steps forward. It's empowering for you. It's important for you. And I promise you, you will feel much better once this is under control, especially going into the new year. I mean, how many people will make resolutions? Well, we call it the database resolution. This is the year I'm going to get it done. You now have, less than a month to get ready for that. So to encourage you to do more with us and consider our services, we've got a special discount. It's 20% off, and it says for the next 5 buyers, between you and me, it's good for the end of the month. It's important to me to help you. It's important for you to explore this and not just put off the conversation because it's data and doesn't sound very fun, right? That's what we're here for, and that's why the Great Discovery works so well together. So I'm Daniel Rubenstein. Let us help you get your sheet together. I've got a couple other little frequently asked questions. Yeah, your privacy policy. Your data is 100% secure. We'll send you your stuff back or we'll destroy it. We've got other things that we can do for you. We work well in organizations and in direct selling simply because this stuff compounds, and we love to play well with others. So like there's, our partnership programs are kind of cool too. There's no bad questions, just simply ask away. And I think that covers most everything I wanted to share in the slideshow. So I'm going to stop sharing and see how I'm doing on time.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Yeah. Thank you,
Wow.
Daniel.
How about that?
How about that? How about that? Yeah, this is the offer that he's offering, the one true list, done for you contact cleaning and consolidation. Highly recommended. When we work with people, we recommend that they absolutely talk with Daniel to get their sheet together, as he calls. I love that. Get their sheet together, because it's so important if you're running an online business to have that one true list, that contact list that you use to make sales. So this is truly an awesome investment for your business. Highly recommend that you do it. The link is in the chat. Take advantage of it, and just awesome experience working with Daniel. So Daniel, thank you so much. We have 2 more speakers here. We're wrapping up the summit. Our next speaker is going to be Jody, followed by Greg. So Bree, please tell us about our next speaker today, Jody Lemieux.
I'm so excited. Jody Lemieux is an Asui, I won't be able to pronounce that right, Jody. I'm sorry. Reiki master who guides others into deep emotional healing and energetic clarity through gentle, soul-led presence. Her sessions create a sanctuary where the body softens, the mind quiets, and the heart remembers its own wisdom. Through her intuitive approach, she supports people in releasing old patterns, restoring balance, and returning to the truth of who they are. Please welcome Jody to the stage.
Thank you so much, Bree. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. Some people have asked me, what is Reiki? So here I'm going to offer you an opportunity to know what Reiki is. So before I share my screen, I want you to be thinking about some of the things I may be saying. Are you experiencing these? Or do you know someone who is? Because Reiki, similar to a physical massage, Reiki is an experience for your emotions, and it can be done virtually. And this is what I'm offering today as a 1-hour virtual Reiki healing session. So let me share my screen and share with you about Reiki. So how can Reiki restore? Let me just move things around. My apologies. How Reiki restores clarity, ease, and emotional peace. So there comes a moment, often quiet and unexpected, when your body has something to tell you. It's been asking for help, but your mind hasn't caught up yet. In this moment, you're realizing that you've been carrying more than you've been expressing. And I've reached this moment in my own life, and this led me to discover the practice of Reiki. Reiki returned me to my center, my clarity, and my soul. And I specialize in a particular Reiki called Usui Reiki. Reiki found me when I was searching for relief and a way to feel myself again. And today, I'm honored to share this work with you and others who are ready for the same shift. Usui Reiki is a gentle energy healing practice that supports emotional, physical, and energetic balance. It originated in Japan and is based on understanding that everything we experience, stress, trauma, joy, pressure, leaves an imprint on our energy field. Reiki channels universal life force through the practitioner, which is me, whether in person or virtually. That's right, virtual Reiki is possible. I want you to think for a moment. Was there a time in your life where you were thinking of somebody and their name came to you, the thoughts of that person came to you, and then all of a sudden, shortly after your thought, they either called you or they sent you a text message or an email? This is how virtual Reiki works. People often describe Reiki as a warm, tingly wave of calm, a sense of being held in a way they didn't experience or didn't realize they needed. It's a deep relaxation, a place where healing actually becomes possible. When we're stressed, overwhelmed, or emotionally overloaded, our energy becomes tight, and it affects the way we think, the way we breathe, how we respond in life, how we connect with others, and how our body feels. Reiki gently opens and clears these energetic blocks. It helps the emotional body soften, the mind quiet, and the whole system return to harmony. It simply invites you back to your body in its own natural state, the place where clarity, calm, and truth rise effortlessly. Virtual Reiki is deeply supportive for people who are carrying emotions that they hadn't had a safe space to process. Maybe they felt stuck, disconnected, or even overwhelmed. Navigating a transition, experiencing grief, or even burnout. Wanting to feel more grounded and aligned, then this is the session for you. Reiki reconnects you. It strengthens your ability to meet life with presence, steadiness, and emotional truth. And as a Usui Reiki master, I have watched people walk in feeling heavy, tense, lost, and they leave a session feeling different. They sit differently. They talk differently. It's a subtle change, but it's a profound change. My work blends energy healing with emotional awareness and communication, because energy healing is for your well-being. When energy clears, your truth becomes easy to access. Your nervous system settles down and expression becomes effortless. Reiki supports this gently, powerfully. If you feel called to experience a virtual Reiki session, I'd love to support you because I'm offering right now a 1-hour virtual Reiki healing session. It's designed for either you or somebody you know who's experiencing emotional difficulty or stagnation in their life. So, if this is something that you're interested in, I would love to have you come back to your body, to calm and clarity, and open up a space for you to receive by showing up as your authentic self. Reiki is something you feel, and I'd be honored to walk this experience with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jody. Love it. Wow. I gotta experience that. That sounds really interesting. The link is in the chat for Jody's virtual Reiki session. Thank you, Jody. That's awesome. This is going to be our last speaker, but we have some really exciting news just for staying all the way to the end. After our next speaker, we're going to do a $200 gift card giveaway to a couple of the products that are mentioned here today on the call. So I'm really excited for our next speaker. Make sure to stay for the entire time. And then afterwards, we're going to give away $200. Next speaker is going to be Greg Sanders. So Greg Sanders is our last speaker. Thank you so much, Greg, for being our last speaker. Bree, could you tell us a little bit more about Greg?
Absolutely. Dr. Greg Sanders used to hate every CRM he tried. And today he's here to show you how some power tricks for spending less and earning more with a CRM is possible. It's time to love your CRM again. And I have personally worked with Greg on my CRM, and he has made it so easy. And I am doing so many things thanks to his guidance and using his CRM. So welcome, Greg, to the stage.
Thank you, everybody. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about the CRM, but more about our new VA services channel and how to make your life sweet again by having other people help you to succeed. So let's talk about our new VA services channel, which goes hand in glove with our CRM channel called Max Life Community. So the whole purpose, I don't know if you've ever watched the movie called Multiplicity before. I think the guy photocopied himself about 5 different times and every copy got worse. But the point is that actually you can duplicate yourself and you can reclaim your time with VA services. We have an amazing program here that we've just launched with Alex and Bree's help. Just a quick gift card alert. We will be giving out a $100 gift card that is suitable for using for our VA services. If you don't have the Max Pro CRM, you can also use it for that channel as well. And a bonus today, if you guys sign up today for our Max VA services and you do it today, you will receive extra hours for this month or the first month. If you sign up for our free channel, the free tier on our VA services, we're going to give you an hour of VA time for no charge. And that's if you just sign up for a free channel. You'll learn what you get as being part of our free VA channel. If you do our basic VA services for 100, sorry, that's actually, yeah, this should be 300. That should be 100. So that's accurate. $100 a month. You're going to get 2 extra hours for your first month. And today, if you sign up for our premium services, that should be 300. Sorry, you're going to get, and I'm going to change that to 5 extra hours. So you're going to get 5 extra hours. Let me tell you my story very quickly. Just recently, I hired a full-time VA about 3 or 4 months ago. I had a VA working for me part-time. If you get a bad VA, the deal's off for everything I'm talking about, right? You want to get a really good virtual assistant. And we have a couple of very good virtual assistants. If you ever worked with Greg Canaris or Melissa Levine, they are fantastic, but it has freed up my time to do other things. In the last 3 months, it has helped me to bring on 55 new paid clients for our CRM services with our Max Life channel. That's also thanks to the magic of the TGD platform and Bree and Alex's support and a lot of the support of many of you. I think it frees up my time to serve my clients and friends better if I can let my VA do basic tasks that don't require a lot of creativity or deep expertise. Then I can get into these situations that do require my specialized skill sets and serve my clients and friends a lot better. It helps me achieve in other areas. I have another business. I went executive director after a year working with my mortgage and debt elimination business, and it's a huge deal to go executive director. I just achieved that yesterday. That never would have been possible without a VA helping me to manage the CRM business. And also, as a reward, I'm going to go play a pickleball tournament soon. I put that off for months. My friends want me to play all the time. I said, nope, got to work. But because I've been getting some great things done on the work front, I'm going to reward myself and go play a pickleball tournament. Okay, so what is a VA? A VA is a virtual assistant. A VA helps you to do things that are critical to your business and to your bottom line. And a VA can be a clone of you, and in many cases, a VA can even be better than you. By that, I mean that they may have skill sets that you don't have, and a good VA can do things a lot faster than you can do. So why do you need a VA? Here's some reasons that I would suggest. First of all, it's going to save you time. Secondly, it's going to save you money because a VA typically works cheaper than you do. Most of you don't work for $15 or $20 an hour. And that's actually what you're going to get. A lot of services will charge you $20, $25, $30 an hour, and you have to buy a large block of time and commit yourself, sign a contract, and all of that. You're going to see our prices here in a minute. They're amazing. A VA can do things that you cannot do. A VA can fill in for you busy and can help you to make more money. So let's enjoy your life again and think about hiring a virtual assistant. Now, what can our specific VAs do? They can do social media posting. Maybe more important than posting is responding. You don't want to just post and then people are making responses and you don't answer the comments that people are making. Email campaigns and lead generations. If we can get you more clients, that's going to pay all the money that you're putting into a VA and even more, which is the whole point. DMARC registration. DMARC, you may not understand what it's all about, but it's a new standard in the industry to have your website registered as a non-spamming domain or website, and then your email needs to be connected to that, and that optimizes the deliverability on your email. We can do all kinds of fancy stuff like that that are pretty basic these days and will help your business run better. Funnel building and management. We can build calendar booking funnels for you, event funnels, lead generation funnels. Our new Easy Card was our digital business card. We can help you with those. We can help you manage your CRM and do special projects for you. And our VAs actually know about AI tools, can help you create videos, can make phone calls for you, and a lot of other things. What's involved in social media posting? You can look over the list here. We can even just help you set up accounts. Maybe you don't have a TikTok account. Maybe you don't have a LinkedIn account set up or an Instagram account set up. We can help you just with setting up the accounts. Doing graphic and post creation for lots of those platforms. We can respond to people for you, answer questions if the VAs are trained, give them a document of typical questions and answers that people will ask and the right answers, and they can help you with that. They can provide calls to action and links so people can book time with you and people just appear on your calendar because your VA is working in the background. We can help you create and manage social media campaigns as well. Email campaigns and lead generation. We can create great emails. We can set up those campaigns. More importantly, the automations, which is a little more technical, but we can have a series of emails go out. We can have them split up so people answer, give a response to one, then one thing happens. If they don't respond, something else happens. We can create landing pages for additional content. You don't want to pack an email with everything that people need to know. You need to have a very simple email, and then that email should push to a landing page that has a lot more content. We can help you generate leads from these campaigns. DMARC registration, it's the new gold standard for having a legitimate non-spammy website. We can do monthly DMARC monitoring to make sure no one is hijacking your domain, sending out emails on your behalf. Depending on the level of our VA services you subscribe to, we either make that DMARC monitoring cheap or free. We can help you create a business email. If you're still using a personal email to do business emailing, you're going to find out more and more of those emails are going to land in the spam folder. We can help you set up a business email that's connected to your DMARC registered business website. And we can help you warming up your email list and not send out too many right away. Warm that up in a way that will make you whitelisted and not blacklisted. Funnel building, types of funnels and websites we can build. You can see the list. We can help you with a lot of those automations. Yes, we are experts in Go High Level. Our own version of that is called the Max Pro CRM. There's nobody that has Go High Level that does exactly what ours does, because we have the Easy Card and we have a lot of other things coming I can't even tell you about right now. But you guys that have our version of Go High Level are going to have things that no one in the Go High Level world has. And I'm working on that with the coding team to actually bring a lot of that value to you. And we can do all kinds of things, help you tag your contacts and follow up with them. We can even help you set up texting campaigns. Some of you are just doing emailing. You're not doing texting. You're losing some of the value of customer nurture and quick response if you're not doing texting. We can help you with that. Lots of AI tools. I'm not going to go over all of that, but we can help you create images and logos and so forth. Okay, I'm going to breeze through this very Quickly, this is a reiteration of what I did during the last summit, just talking about after six CRMs that I hated and I couldn't use, I found Go High Level, and I actually created and started my own agency within Go High Level. You may or may not recognize this dashboard. Everything you need to run your business is part of Go High Level. We have all of these things that are part of it: sales pipelines, a dashboard with your key metrics. You can manage social media on the platform, unlimited team logins, so your staff in VA can get their own separate logins to the platform, lots of automations and all the normal stuff, including unlimited funnel and website building. We will build out these websites right here. We have some connected to the Great Discovery, and we have some to help you build your business. Okay, let's get to VA options and we'll be done. What are our VA options? We have a free channel. You're going to get 1 free hour of VA services, but that's only if you sign up today for our free channel. And we could use that 1 hour to upload your contacts that Daniel has so nicely helped you organize. We could probably get that done in an hour. We could maybe help you set up a social media profile or just answer questions for what a VA could do for you. This is a free channel. You can answer any question, and it's not going to be something that Claude or ChatGPT can answer, because we're going to give you answers because we understand the TGD platform. We could tell you how to help set up your tiers for your channel system, how to price it, a lot of things that a typical VA wouldn't know, because we know your business, the TGD platform, and of course our own CRM. Basic VA services, $100 a month. You're going to get up to 6 hours every month with that, which boils down to about $16.67 an hour. If you sign up today, you're going to get 2 extra hours to drive the cost down. I'm probably going to lose money on that, but I don't care, because we want to help you and we would love to have you as a client. This is time enough probably to get one major thing done every month, maybe managing 1 email campaign for you, 1 big event, or even an event series, doing some social media work. And we'll help you with DMARC, almost done here, premium services, 5 extra hours if you sign up today, and already you're going to get 15 hours, which is $15 an hour. So add 5 to that. You're going to get quite a great deal on your first month. And $300 option also gives you free DMARC monitoring. And that is pretty much it.
All right.
Bonus hours. And that is, yeah, I'm done.
Thank you, Greg. I mean, that's very generous. 1 hour free VA service. So let's show people how to do that, actually, if they are interested in taking advantage of this. Go here and sign up for the free. See, I'm free. I'm going to get my free hour. Woohoo. But if you want to do the 100 or the 300, he's doing the special bonuses, the hour bonuses. You're going to get additional hours on there. This is an awesome service. You can promote it as an affiliate. You can use it as a creator. If you're an affiliate, you could use it to grow your affiliate business. Invite people to this summit. It's an awesome, awesome service. And I love it so much. I want to give it away. I'm going to give 2 $100 packages away here today for everybody who stayed. So thank you for staying. If you are here, I'm going to add you to the list. If you win, but you don't want it, which I don't see why you wouldn't. But if you don't, then you can maybe offer it to somebody else, or re-spin the wheel. So we're going to spin the wheel. We're going to give away 6 hours of VA service here for our first person. And we'll spin it again. We'll give it away. Next week, we're going to be doing the summit again, and we're going to be possibly giving away more money. So keep coming back. But I want to give away some VA services here today. And thank you to all the speakers. So if you got to jump, we'll see ya. But let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Bree, why don't you tell me when to click the clicker and we'll start spinning it.
Right now.
Who's it going to be? Oh my gosh, it was right on the line. It was right on the line. Sixu. Sixu, are you here still, Sixu? You got to be here to win. She is.
Here.
Okay, Sixu, are you going to use the VA services or gift them?
Actually considering it. I was literally thinking in my head. So yes.
Okay, Sixu, we will follow up with you afterwards, Sixu, and get you onboarded.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Try it out yourself. That's awesome. All right, well, let's do it again. Let's give away 1 more here. We'll remove Sixu and we'll spin it again. Jody!
Woohoo!
Jody, you gave such an awesome presentation today. I'm glad you got the hour. So are you going to use them or are you going to gift them? What do you think?
I'm going to use it. Yes,
Excellent,
definitely.
excellent.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Highly recommend the VA. Hey, no reason to not sign up for the hour. You know, the free membership, you get a free hour. That's really generous. So if you do sign up for that, Greg, why don't you put your information in the chat? There is a link. So when you do sign up for the hour, just go back to the channel and you'll see how to get started. Okay. And there's essentially, you're going to click there and then there's an onboarding form. There's an onboarding form. So click right here on the link, support link, and then you can fill this out. You can select onboarding. Once you fill this out, they'll get the information. They can reach out, or you can schedule your onboarding session down there. You don't need to do both, just do one. If you do the top one, they'll reach out. If you do the bottom one, then you'll already have a time. Wow, what an incredible summit. Thank you all so much to all the speakers. Jody and Sixu, we will be reaching out. Bree, thank you so much for co-hosting today. You always do such an incredible job at I could never do what Bree does. So thank you, Bree, so much for helping. Any final words on the summit, Bree, before we let everybody go?
Just an incredible event again, amazing speakers, so much information and so many exciting things. You know, if you heard something today, keep in mind that this is the time of gift giving. So if there's a course on here that you know will be perfect for someone, it's an amazing gift to give because you are going to be sharing something that they couldn't get anywhere else. This is so great. So, you know, keep these things in mind or give out some gift cards like we're doing for maybe your course to someone that you know and love, or even that person that you don't really like that much. Get them something that will make them a better human. I just love having everybody here. You guys are awesome. Thank you for hanging out with us so much.
One last thing, Bianca was mentioned in the chat. Are there some other networking opportunities? Yes. And Bianca, please put your email address or LinkedIn profile in the chat. You did win, or you did get Jenny's offer. So I want to make sure that you get that, Bianca. So please put your link if you have time now. I don't know if you have time now. We could actually onboard you now into Jenny's service. If not now, then put your email or put your contact information. I'll reach out to you so you get Jenny's offer, which was mentioned here at the beginning. She also asked, are there other networking opportunities? Yes, we do this summit every week, every Thursday from 12 to about 2 p.m. Eastern. But we have a lot of other networking events throughout the week, which are, thanks, I have another call. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll reach out to you. I got your name written down. We have networking events all throughout the week. They're on tgd.events, tgd.events. We actually have a women's networking event a little bit later today in about under an hour. Women's networking event. That's an awesome event hosted by Kelly, who's in the call. We'd love for you to attend that. And that is all we have for you today. Thank you all so much for coming. We look forward to seeing you at next week's summit or at one of our many networking events. Thank you to all the speakers. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll see y'all later.